Hey everyone, welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we're checking out the Education Overhaul mod by A Deep Indigo. This is one that I've been trying to get on my schedule to film, but it is quite a big mod. So I wanted to make sure that I had time to film it because honestly, this mod is the coolest thing I've ever seen when it comes to education. I feel like the Sims kind of lack in the education department. We do have the high school year pack that did come out last year that gave the ability for us to actually go to school with our teens. Now there is a mod that is a active like go to school that is compatible with this mod. Just make sure you read the actual mod description because in there it does state what you need to do to make it compatible. I'm not exactly sure what that is because I don't play with that mod, but it is in there so you guys can check it out. But this mod basically revamps the whole elementary, middle, high school portion of The Sims, really just elementary and high school because we don't have a middle school in The Sims unless you have like a preteen mod, but I don't have that. And the other thing is this mod adds in preschool as well for your toddlers to go and actually gain skills. Like in The Sims, when you send your kids off to like school, they do kind of gain some skills. With this overhaul, your Sims gain skills while they're there. So it makes it a lot easier for your Sims to level up at school because they're leveling up in so many different skills at school. But also we have a education career as well, kind of a revamped education as well that goes into custom degrees. You can use this mod for if you have like an education degree, it will go into this career, but there's also other education like degrees that you can get within The Sims to be able to get those career benefits and all of that stuff. And the next thing is they kind of have like, spring break, they have summer break in the games to where when it's summer, you can choose to either enroll your kid back in school or let them have a couple weeks off in the summer. So it is a nice little storytelling piece because you can, go on vacation with your Sims and act like it's summer break. There's also things like field trips that your Sims will be able to go on, and they have snow days as well, which I'm not familiar with. I'm from Florida, so we get hurricane days. We don't get snow days. But anyways, let's hop into this video and see how this mod works in game. All right, so we're in game as you can see, and what we're gonna do is enroll my Sim Sierra into a job because the education career did kind of get a little revamp to make it a more realistic in my opinion, and I'll show you why. Now this is not an active education career, so if you're looking for something active, then you might want to download the higher education thing because that is active. I did it on my channel, but basically you can actually go to work with your Sims in the education career. So I'm going to click on this education thing because I'm pretty sure this is the one that they're talking about. But if we go into UI, you can see that this is kind of what it looks like now. Now I know we have an education thing in the Sims, so I don't know if this was what they revamped, but I'm pretty sure it is because it's the only education thing I see. But there's private tutor, test administrator, teacher's aide, teaching assistant, substitute teacher. We'll go ahead and promote to branch selection. And here we go. This is where you get the third option because we have administrator already in the Sims. We have professor that's in the Sims, but we don't have educator, which this is what you want to click on to get that more of like elementary high school teachers. And then we'll click on this and see here you can become a primary school teacher, which is elementary and middle, and then secondary school is high school, mentor teacher, department head, and principal. So I think what we'll just give her is the secondary school teacher. And you've got, things that you've got to do. Of course, there are active parts to this career. I'm going to try. I know we have a computer in this house somewhere. I think it's upstairs. And we'll go here because I believe there's stuff she can do for her career as well. If we go into career, education career, you can tutor student online about whatever it is, answer parent emails, create lesson plans, write letter of recommendation, write progress report. So there are a little bit more you can do because we don't have this option in The Sims, and I don't think we have this option as well. But of course, the more you get higher up in the career, there's probably more options for you to do. But this leads me into the next thing of, like I said, she's already down here with my next subject, which is Jasper, our toddler. We have something that I think every Simmer needs if you're a family game player, which is preschool. It gives you the option to send your toddler to the Little Darling Preschool, which is a safe, joyful environment for toddlers, Monday through Friday. It's from 7 a.m. to, I believe, 3 p.m. So they're there for about 7 hours or something like that. And they will be able to to get skills. So the great thing is you go to your toddlers right now. We just installed him. So he's got about everything on here, but when you get into the preschool, your Sims will actually get skilled up, so you won't have to worry about focusing on these, and I'll show you throughout like the mod review of what I'm talking about. But we're gonna go ahead and enroll him in preschool, and all you do is just click this button, and now it says Jasper has been enrolled in the Little Darling preschool. Classes occur 5 days a week. Also gives you a break from having toddlers. Now for our daughter Olivia, this is important because this is where we kind of get into the educational part. You'll notice that right here she's in a public school. She's at, I want to say Buckingham, because that's like the main school in The Sims. But if we go up to her computer and her room, you will see a new option for school. And in here we can choose virtual academy, so she can go virtual if she wanted to, or she can hit school enrollment, and right here you can see all the options for your kids. Now in the future mod, they want to make it to where, or not, with the future of this mod, they want it to make it where you can actually go to boarding school. Right now it's a testing thing because the rabbit hole thing's a little wonky, so it is in like testing, so it's not going to work the best, but it should work. But they also wanted to be able to, if your kids are in an elite private school, that they can actually get better chances of university, because that would make sense. You know, depending on what school you go to, they might have an upper hand within, you know, the world of education. So normally I send my kids to Wintercrest Preparatory in the school. In The Sims, it's really what you want to, if you want to send them to an alternate public school, if you want to send them to like a specialized magnet public school, or if you want to just send them to an independent school. But we're going to hit apply to Wintercrest Preparatory School. Okay, so I had to buy another computer, but she is now enrolling into that school. It took us a minute. Sometimes Sims and objects don't get along, but that's besides the point. So it'll say Olivia has chosen not to attend her local public school, but instead attend another school, a better school in my opinion. So then you'll have to go to an admissions tour and interview with your Sims. So it does, you know, it takes some time. It's not like you can just enroll immediately. You got to write a personal statement as well. We'll send her on her way, but for now we'll have to wait until she's done because it is Sunday. I'm trying to get majority of the attendance things done, so, or like the interview process done, so when she comes back on Monday we can actually kind of see what it would look like. This is the same for teens, so if you wanted to, you can also send them to preschool. Okay, I haven't had a toddler in a little bit in my game, so... But anyways, you can have the same thing with your teens. The only thing about it is if you have high school years, you won't be able to go with school to them if you choose another school. So sometimes it's just worth doing the high school years and not really putting your Sims through the actual school process. But, you know, if it is your own choice what you want to do. If you don't want to go to school with them, maybe you're tired of playing with the high school pack, which I don't know why you would be, but you can always choose to just send them to another school. The other thing about teens is that you will have, she is back now, but I'm going to have her write that personal statement. But the other thing about teens is 3 days before they age up, they will have an aptitude test where they can actually do like a test to like get into college in a way. But we'll write this personal statement and then we'll submit that. Now it is 750 simoleons for your Sims to go to these schools, but it's only one-time thing, so it's every time they age up. So the preschool is free, but when they're a child and a teen, you'll have to pay $750 if they make it. That's if they get in. So we'll see how she does with the writing aspect of it. But with your teens, they'll have an aptitude test. You can also go on field trips as well, but we'll get more into that. I'll let her finish her statement and then we'll see what happens. So she's now finished her statement. So the next thing you'll do after writing that statement is go back to the school thing, school enrollment, and then click submit final application. Now this is 100 simoleons, but I would assume if you're sending your Sims to a elite private school, you should have those funds in your wallet. That's all I'm going to say. Now this is really cheap compared to public school, or I meant private school, because I went to a private school and it was not $750 per kid. So that's, you're getting a steal on The Sims for that. But I believe now, since it is taken into the admissions committee, we'll be in touch with you soon. So we just got to wait a little bit, but you should get an answer within a few hours after submitting it. And yeah, so we'll just wait to hear back from what they say. Okay, so we got a pop-up saying, congratulations, Olivia. We are pleased to offer you a spot in our school. To secure place, a parent or guardian must use your phone. They're like their phone or computer to, your parent or guardian will have to enroll you within the first 24 hours. So I put everyone to sleep, but I can wake this sim up. So what you'll do with your parent or guardian sim, whoever is in charge of the kid, you can either go to a computer, I'm pretty sure, and just hit on the computer and then hit school and hit enroll in school, and it will show you like which sim to do it as. Or my favorite portion of this is you can just go to the phone and then go to the school section right here and hit enroll in school. And now we click Olivia and we will have her wake up so she can pay this. And now she's enrolled. I'll send her back to bed. We can now click on Olivia and see that she is in an independent school C student. So she is now enrolled in the school and she should be getting a lot more skills than like a public school for this. But as it says here, Olivia is now formally enrolled and an enrollment fee, if applicable, has been exacted. She should begin at her new school on the next weekend if enrolled by 12 a.m. So tomorrow we will start. It is from 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So a little different hours than our regular school thing. And she is scared. That is what happens. That's how you enroll your Sims into the school. So we will now just wait for Monday morning when we can send the kids off to school and see exactly what the mod is. There's also a couple other features as well as they're sleeping. I'll just walk you through the phone stuff. You can register for academic aptitude tests, as I was saying. It's available on Saturday mornings starting at 7 a.m. So this is for your teens. And then you can enroll in a local public school. And that's if you wanted to take your kid out of the school that they were in. And then you can withdraw them from school, or you can sign up for a parent-teacher conference, which is from Monday through Friday between 4 and 8 p.m. So kind of gives you a realistic side on that, because parent-teacher conferences are a real thing and you can check in on to see how your kids are doing. There's also detention, and we might put Olivia in detention for the sake of this mod review. So we got the whole family up here, and as you can see, this will pop up every Monday through Friday for your toddlers. It will say the little darling preschool is now open for the day. Will Jasper be attending today? I do want to note that if you say no, it does not count against your toddlers because they're toddlers. This is more of kind of like, you know, to send them off to preschool to kind of get them out of your hair. Maybe you're in the freelance career, you don't want any distractions, send your kids off to preschool. We'll hit yes for that, and Jasper will now make his way to preschool on his own, and he will leave this house and go off. Now I do want to note that toddlers do require an adult at home, or it will pop up with a window saying hire a nanny or send to daycare. If your Sims work, do not fear, because you can go to work and just click the send to daycare. We'll see it when she goes off to work. I can actually probably just show you then, but it won't count against your Sims. You just hit send to daycare. They will still stay in the preschool. But I just wanted to get that out there because I didn't want anyone panicking thinking that their kid wasn't going to preschool. They are indeed going to preschool. Just hit send to daycare, but they'll stay where they're at. Okay, now we've got Olivia's off to her first day of preparatory school. We can click on the same interactions as we have. Some are new, some are not. But if you have, like for instance with your Sims, if you're saying be disruptive or goof around, you have a higher chance of your Sim going to detention. So I'm just gonna hit goof around all day and see what happens, because your Sims will actually have to stay for like 2 hours longer because of detention. But anyways, she should be off to work. I think it's from 9 a.m. to 4, but she should be on her merry way. So now we are off to work, and as you can see, this window that popped up as I was talking about, make sure to click send to daycare. So yeah, no, now everyone's at work or school. So we are back from the day's work. We've got Olivia is back. She was bored. Don't know why, because she was goofing around all day. But I did want to say, where did Jasper go? Oh, he went to daycare because we don't have an adult at home. That's not good. But since Olivia's back home, we do have homework to do, and the homework has changed a little bit, where we have do homework, do math problems, fill out activity chart, practice vocabulary, review social studies, and I honestly love this way that they redid the homework because I feel like it makes it more realistic. Also, if we go to this computer, since she's already on here, we can click on school and study and homework, and you have more options as well. So it's more realistic. Your Sims get more of an option to have kind of their own little story of it, whether they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna study for my science and math test that I don't know if it's coming up or not. But it should count as doing their homework. I think it should count. It should count. We'll just hit do homework so she does her homework. But we should have Sierra coming back shortly from her days of work. We'll let Olivia do her homework. Okay, so we got $770 from that today, which was pretty good. I did want to talk about the toddler real quick though. But we do have our skills that went up. As you can see, these skills did kind of double, tripled, maybe because we all started out at 1. But that's what I'm saying is this mod is perfect for the 100 baby challenge, because if you have a lot of toddlers, you can just send them to preschool. I wouldn't consider this cheating because it's just using your resources. And that way, your Sims would actually be leveling up on those skills, because in the 100 baby challenge, you have to have 3 levels or more to age them up. So that would probably actually help you get through it a little quicker, you know, if you know what I'm saying. We also, Olivia acquired the robotics. This is such a perfect mod if you are trying to get your Sims to get more life skills. You see, we have the fundamentals, and then with the growing together, we did receive more skills to where Sims can actually get skills for life. And this is what we have right now. So this will actually help you in university if you think about it. But I did want to see one more thing before I kind of skip to other parts. But we can sign up for a parent-teacher conference like I was saying. And we got our homework done. Good job, Olivia, getting that homework done. Now we have Sierra going to the parent-teacher conference, and we shall see what they say. So Jasper has returned from daycare along with Sierra, and it says, stellar report. Sierra was impressed with the teacher and the coursework and is glad her child seems to be learning a lot. That's hysterical, because as far as I'm concerned, Olivia was a bit of a goofball. But I did want to skip to the summer break. We are in spring, so I figured we could just hit the summer button. They went through that season probably quicker than most. It is 7 o'clock. I did want to kind of show you a little bit about it, because you can either decide to have them start a school break. So I can come over here and say start school break. Now, normally when you kind of lead into the summer break, it'll have a window that pops up saying summer breaks here. You know, do you want to keep your kid in school, or do you want to have them start summer break? But because of what I did with UI cheats, it didn't give me that option, but you can always start it manually. We'll click Olivia, and from now on, she will have the rest of the summer off. So it will say on vacation, and that her return will be until the fall. So if we look at our calendar, we got a 2-week break. At any time, you can send your kids back to school if you've had enough of them. I understand that sometimes it gets a lot. If you're playing on 28 days, though, that does mean that for 28 days, your kids are out of school. So if you're playing on long lifespan, that might work out, because 28 days wouldn't be too much. But if you're dealing with like a short lifespan, do not have 28-day seasons. But because I play with the normal lifespan, I just keep it on 2 weeks. And really, you can decide at whatever time, you know, to pull them out or to put them back in. So if I really wanted to be kind of a rude parent, I could wake my sim up, go back on to the school app and say end school break, and it would end her school break for her. Now, I did want to point out that if we go back to the calendar, you'll notice there is a winter break. Well, not winter break, but there's winter. Obviously, winter is a season. During winter, your Sims have the chance to have a snow day. So like, let's say on this Monday, we get a call saying, no, there's too much snow, school's closed. They have the day off. They also have field trips as well, I was saying, but the field trips are kind of randomized in my opinion. Like they kind of come like whenever, so they're not like guaranteed every day, but they are. I feel like your Sims will have at least like 1, 2, or 3 field trips. Sometimes you get them more often. But anyways, that kind of clears up the mod. There's so much to do within this mod, so don't think that it's just like, you know, there's so many options. Like if you come back up here, we've got, you know, this whole like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, why isn't my school stuff popping up? But as you can see on the school thing, you have a virtual academy where you can like choose like different things for elective arts and stuff like that if you wanted your Sims to go into a virtual academy. Now, she can't because Olivia must be logged on the virtual classroom, which I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I'm sure there's there's a way. She can also attend summer school. So if she's like really bad, if your Sims are really struggling like she is, she can attend summer school for 275 simoleons, and then she will be, oh, she actually went to summer school. She actually headed there. I've never had my Sims do summer school because they're always doing a fine job. I'm very OCD about my Sims when it comes to their education. That was like the cutest thing ever. He literally hugged the bear. Did you see that? The dino. Oh, no, I don't want to hit it. I don't want to hit him. I don't want to hit him. Anyways, that's pretty much it. It is a big mod, but it adds so much into your game. But I will end the video right here. That was actually a lot quicker than I was expecting for this mod review, but thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and comment what your favorite part of this mod is. There's so many different choices and storylines you can go with this mod. I mean, it completely overrides the education system that we have in The Sims, and I feel like it makes it a lot more enjoyable for family game players like myself to have more of a say within the education portion with our kids, whether that's different storylines that we want to have with it, or just, you know, for, you know, maybe you have a Sim that, you know, is trying to, you know, you got a super rich family, you got a royal family, you send them to the most elite school there is, and it, you know, you benefit from it in the long run, but it's really your choice on what you want to do with it. I think this mod is absolutely one of those must-have, especially if you're a family game player. Like, you need to have this in your Sims 4 game because there's so many storylines. First of all, it makes it very realistic. You can have your Sims, you know, do virtual school. Maybe they're homeschooled. They can have that storyline with it. Maybe they're, you know, going to boarding school, or, you know, whatever they're doing, you have the options to do it within this game, but it just makes it more realistic to what we have in real life, because I feel like, you know, to be in school like your entire life, like in The Sims, you don't get a break. I mean, you get Saturday and Sunday off, but you don't have like the holiday. Well, I guess we have holidays within season, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, we don't have those random like snow days that are closed, or like field trips. And I know there's different projects, like school projects, but we didn't get any because we didn't play through it. But as you play through this mod, you will see more like options appear for different things. You'll be able to experience new things. I did forget to mention though that there are uniforms that you can download. So if you wanted your Sims to wear a specific uniform, you can download a file. I just download the ones without the uniforms because really you can just have your Sims change into like an everyday outfit that's more professional for whatever they're doing. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, again, don't forget to leave a like and comment your favorite part. But if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all on Wednesday.